Welcome, everyone, to Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans, featured right here on the TNI Network. Late as hell. This is Trevor, my co-hosts, Bill and J-Bone. And this is NWA-TNA number 72, gentlemen. 72 today. Late. That's why my lights are out, J-Bone. The lights are all out here. If you're watching live, my lights are all out. It's dark here. You guys are nice. Bill, being a lighting guy, his is very nicely. Did
you not pay your bill?
No, I figured it's with the mood. If we start an hour later, I've set the mood. There's a wind down
after
period.
dark? After dark?
It's not after dark. It's dark. It's dark.
It's almost after dark. It's
the wind down mood. You know, like George Costanza. He dresses based on mood. I guess set the tone in the house here as I wind down the night. But it's not like I go to sleep. Angry. Yeah, it's not like I go to sleep anytime as soon after the show. I'm still up for like another 4 hours anyway. So the hell am I talking about? But what's going on, everybody? What's happening? What's new, boys? Thank you, everybody in the chat watching live. Thank you for joining us late. If you're watching on YouTube, give it a like real quick. Just give it a like right now. Just get that out of the way. Like it, then sub, and Twitch, give it a follow. If you have Amazon Prime, sub to the YouTube. Get all that in there right now. There you go. You're done. See, finished. Easy. But all right, what's going on, boys? What's new in your world? Mark is out. Happy anniversary to Mark and his wife. 20 years, huh? 20 years they made it. That's 19 and a half longer than I ever could imagine making it. So
oh, good for you.
I don't know what it's like. I don't know what it's like to be married that long. I can tell you, Bill. I couldn't tell you. I have no idea.
I could not either. Only a bone man, I guess, could maybe give a little of that advice.
Boner, where are you at now with this? Can I call you? Remember Boner from Growing Pains?
Oh yeah. Is that a sad story, Boner? I think it is.
He killed himself, didn't he, in real life?
I think he did.
Shit, sorry, Jay. I didn't mean to go there. But anyway,
I don't want to call you Boner bad, just Bone bad.
How long have you been married, Jay Bone?
A few years. You know, I was married about 10 years first time. Mm-hmm. And then, I'm done. I have to talk about how that one got derailed. We'll just say life happened. Okay, we'll just say life happened. And then I met Mrs. Bone, and she's been an incredible part of my life this last, going on with her about 11 years total as far as dating and marriage. So
not bad. Doing okay, right? Halfway to Mark. You're halfway there, man. Good. Very well. Yeah. Happy anniversary to Mark and Mrs. Mark for the I mean, we hear about it all the time, guys. She was there when he was watching these TNA shows. She was there, with them in their early days, getting started in life, going, what the hell are you spending what little money we have on these pay-per-views? But hey, they're here now. They made it 20 years. Congratulations to Mark. Is he in the chat today? There he is. There he is. Son of a bitch, he's in there. But it's Mark, you better not be doing this from like a precarious position with the wife. I mean, I'm just saying,
be good.
Not be good. It's like another Costanza reference. He's in bed with that lady and he's like sneaking sandwich bites. You remember that? Got a sandwich in the side drawer and he's taking a bite and combining his two favorite things in life.
Get a cup. Let me see.
But what else, man? What else?
Got hair on your booty cheeks.
Oh. that one's classic, J-Bo.
I love Willie. I will always love Willie for that.
You and him are forever connected. It is Against All Odds week, everybody. That's on Saturday. Let's not forget that. That's a big one. That's gonna be good shit. They got good shit coming out. That's a big show. I mean, this is the But what would you like this is like not the precursor to Slammiversary, but it's almost like the warm-up show for Slammiversary.
It is like, yeah. So you want to go to like the penultimate show. It's it really good is word. That it almost feels like this could have been the Slammiversary card, and you really wouldn't bat an eye and went, okay, it's Slammiversary. So they're really putting a lot into the June pay-per-view before how many weeks we got? We're gonna have 1 month till Slammiversary. So
yeah, we're right there.
Loaded.
I've been saying this for a while, trying to get people on board with this. I don't just sugarcoat this. No, these Impact Plus specials, now that everything's kind of staying on track as far as the site itself working a little better lately, I don't think I've heard too many things once in a while, a little hiccup, but it's been going pretty good. These are becoming must-see, folks. I mean, this summer is really amping up to something special. Whether you're watching Impact, whether you're watching AEW, if you're just following the journey of Kenny Omega, I mean, no matter where he's going, he's got people coming after him, and it's going to be a hell of a summer, folks.
Well, this is going to be big because this is a free with the subscription Impact Plus. Mm-hmm. Kenny Omega singles match, we believe. So there's going to be a lot of demand on that server. So you just got to be prepared. You don't want anything to happen because, like, even Slammiversary tickets that went on sale, they were delayed by about 10 minutes.
Were they really?
They were getting the RAF online. It's like, oh, LOL, TNA. They can't get their tickets on sale on time. So, like, they got to be careful because the bigger you get, the more people are going to look to go at you. So, hopefully they have a well-oiled machine on Saturday night.
Yeah, a big thing. Dunn Digital's in the chat. I think he's referring to the timestamp feature on the app. I think tell me if I'm wrong. You're referring to like a little skip, like a 10-second skip forward and backwards, because those are great. And then like match indentations to go in and out. Those would be clutch because the website actually has the 10-second skip back and forth. But having I think the WWE Network used to have you can jump to certain matches on shows.
They did, but I think now with the Peacock, I don't think they have that anymore.
No,
they don't, huh? Okay.
So they had a lot, some nice features like that. But now would be a good thing like Impact, since you do have your own network still, to try to utilize that, make it the most user-friendly wrestling experience out there.
Because the UI is nice.
There is an anti-Peacock stance going with a lot of wrestling
fans. Bring people over.
Yeah.
Bring them over, man. It's a nice looking app. It's like, man, make this really user friendly. You can catch a lot of people with it. But I want to address one thing real quick in the chat, and it's completely unrelated, but I do want to get it before the comment flies up too much. Courtney's asking, and Courtney, I think you're a new listener. I haven't seen you in here, so thank you for listening.
Nope.
Asking, is it true Leo Rush retired? Yes. I work for AAW Pro in Chicago. He was on our show, and he is canceled off because he is retiring. So Leo, for now, is retired.
Yeah, I think for now is a great thing to put in there.
Yeah.
He retired a year ago, too.
Yeah.
Not to dig too deep, but did you hear any as to why? I mean, is he okay? What anything?
He put out a big statement. The shoulder.
I didn't see anything.
Oh, okay. Broke his shoulder, and he said in the last couple of days, he's like, I've been evaluating what's important, and I don't want to miss the time with my kids and my wife, and I don't get to see him. And it's like, I couldn't pick up my son the other day with his shoulder. I don't think it's worth it anymore. And he's looking to get out. So that's cool. I could do a Patreon shout out that I've been texted here. Raylene 101, new Patreon subscriber. Thank you very much to Raylene for signing up. Thank you very much. Awesome. So that's and let's plug the Patreon real quick. That is Mark's domain, but let's plug the Patreon.
Yeah, let's do that. I want to stay consistent with that and give him a shout. I mean, it's if we start getting 100 something,
then we got to make screens.
Yeah, we'll flip up a page or something. A 10-second page with a list of them with a thank you or something. But we can list them off for now as long as. Do you have the page up or?
I don't have it up. If you want to pull it up, that'd be great. But I will put this up in the meantime. Patreon.com/WeTalkImpact. You can go sign up. There's 3 tiers on there. Raylene is a tier 1 sub, so thank you very much, Raylene, for doing that. But J-Bone's going to show you what we got on the Patreon, so you can take a look. But yeah, if you haven't signed up, guys, there is some interesting stuff. You can be friend of the show. You have bonus stuff. We're really expanding. I mean, this is week 1 of doing it, and it was off to a great start. And so thank you all who participated. Thanks to our team who took the reins. I've been pretty busy, so that the team handles. Thank you guys for all taking this, and Mark especially for really leading the charge on this whole thing. And especially you guys who signed up and joined us for week 1. You got it, J-Bone? You want to pull it up?
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah. He's going to pull us up here. And we're going to discuss all that Sunday dinner, Sunbay dinner. We should have called it the Sunbay dinner, huh, Bill?
Every day Sunday. Or
Sunbay.
Tuesday or Wednesday morning for me.
The Sunbay dinner. We're going to show you that. We're going to just pull that up real quick, guys, and then we are going to jump into the NWA-TNA review for episode number 72 today. that took place. We're almost through 2003, huh, Bill? We're almost finishing up.
We are.
It's
Oh, excuse me.
2004 is right around the corner. This shows the day before Thanksgiving.
This is and man,
which that's party night.
Look at the crowd on this show, though. Did you see that crowd?
Yeah, that Wednesday before Thanksgiving. That's the biggest party night of the year.
I personally love it.
Left and right.
I personally love it. All right, Jay, you got it?
Yeah.
All
yeah,
right,
I was trying to find like the complete list, because if you look at notifications, it only shows you like a couple at a time. So okay, yeah, I got the list here run down. 15 total. Thank you so much for between a week and 2 weeks. That's amazing. Thank you so much. All right, so we got Terrence Sullivan, Bell's Boy, Lakers, Rayline, Fella. SGE, Zach Bonifer, Violet Reed, Derek Sneed, Rob.
That's Rob. That's I found that's Rob who made our intro. Rob, he signed up.
Oh, tremendous!
Well, thank you, Rob.
Oh, okay, Rob Malinowski. Okay, got it.
One of my best friends. He told me he signed up. So thank you, Rob.
Gorgeous stuff. Tim Dunn, Brian Stafford, Justin Miller, which is that's D-back. We love D-back.
Mark is telling you don't have to read all of them every week, just the new ones, because we already shouted everybody else out last week.
No, I don't mind reading them all. I mean, it's worth it. I'd take 1 minute to do it.
Once it gets over 20, then
once we get over 20, we're not going to. We just started this
cards. Yeah. Richard Williams, Joseph Brentar, and Cody.
Mark is so pissed. Get in here if you want to do something about it, boy. Come on. Anyway,
should we give a 15 AJ salute?
Hey, the first 15, you get an AJ Styles salute. All right. Welcome to all the new patrons, non-Patreon. I guess they're patrons, right? Was that be it? You're a patron of Patreon.
I prefer patrons.
Patrons. Well, that's your Wednesday before Thanksgiving drink, isn't it? Awesome. Thank you guys. We appreciate it. So if you haven't signed up, sign up. Take a look. All the tiers are broken down. You get a bunch of stuff. You get a bunch of bonus content.
And we're not talking about these kind of tiers.
Turn that frown upside down, my man.
Not those tiers, but the good tiers. And you get access to the treehouse, which is a private Discord chat group, which is a lot of fun. It's just for patrons. So go check that out, guys. All right. Let's jump in, boys. Anything else? Any other breaking things at the top of the show?
There is some throwback news, in a sense, that I'll put out there, because I think it deserves a kudos and like a positivity thing. Sure. But Tracy Brooks put out there a tweet that I saw a lot of the former knockouts putting out, that she actually was this could be too much information for some, but she was having her implants removed. Okay. And it's because like she got them at a time where she said, like, I guess I think it's post like where we are today, but it's like in an era where like people were calling her stuff, like she was getting called all kinds of names. She didn't feel good about herself, so that's the reason she was doing it. And now she wasn't thinking about like kids, back issues, all that kind of stuff. So
wow.
But kudos to her for like putting that all out there.
That's pretty cool. You can see around this era, she's got them in there. She's definitely got the. Yeah,
because I think she said she had twice.
Yeah, because you could tell when when she first debuted, she definitely didn't have them. I don't think she had them like in the 30s episodes, the 30s or 40s, whenever she first debuted. By the 40s or 50s, I would say, maybe. I'm jumping too far back, but I don't think she had them then. But then she definitely, for this new franchise,
and that could be. And this, I don't think this is like a new story in this business, where like we obviously had the stuff where you might either through comments or maybe through pressure from the companies.
Well, Vince will do it all the time.
You have to do it. Well, that's the thing. Without saying it, we know that's happened up there.
I think from what I understood, McMahon even encouraged Stephanie to get him. Right? Is that what it was? Was that true?
I'm sure that's true.
Hey, but Mrs. Kazarian, she's gorgeous. I love Tracy. She's my number one My absolute number one of all time knockout. Love her. I was jittery when I met her. I was a total mark when I met her back in Highland, Indiana at the IWA show. Joe and Chris Hero for an hour at that show, by the way.
Ooh.
Got to meet Tracy Brooks. I was like, hamana, you know, she's so hot. I was like, oh my God. But good for her. And Frank Kazarian. She's married to Frank Kazarian, who was another Impact legend. So awesome.
So I was going to say you could try to find something relative to like you being a little stinger, but no, we won't go there.
No, the little stinger. Maybe had I never that should be a story I tell on Patreon. If anybody who hasn't heard the Little Stinger story, I'll tell that one on Patreon. All right, let's jump in, everybody. NWA. Oh, before I jump in, I'm sorry, one more thing. TNI will be represented at Slammiversary. Mark and Bill are in the house at Slammiversary. Limited capacity, but they're there. Skyway Studios, huh?
Skyway Studios. It's
nice.
I am psyched. It will be my first time in Skyway Studios. I've driven past Skyway Studios when I was out in Nashville previously. Mm-hmm. I was there for obviously for both for Impact and for NWA. I went out there and I forget which one I drove by the studios. When I was there before, I visited the old offices from the outside. Yeah. So now this will be my first time inside. So definitely looking forward to that. But two other quick throwback things for news. Because today, Brandon Toll, he put out the cards. So we saw the trading cards that sold out immediately. So
are they sold out? They're done.
Yeah, they sold out within hours. That
price point was high, though. That price point was high, but if they sold them. Well,
I think they knew because it's a pack, but it's almost like a deck of cards. So it's 10 cards, which is the whole set, plus an autograph. There's 3 different autographs.
Okay.
So it's only 10 cards and the same thing. It's only 10 cards.
Technically, you could say the whole set is 13 cards.
13, right? 3 autographs.
And the 3 autographs.
Got it.
Okay. See, now I thought it was like more cards, and you only got like 11.
The other series, which if you want to say series 1, 2, 3, 4, however many they do, maybe all of them is a set, but that's what they are. And like I said, as we looked at the Sharpie at like a $20 price point, I think they're looking at a autograph anything at a $20 price point. So you're looking at 20 plus 10 for $1 a card for all the other cards.
Yeah, you're paying for
I get it.
You're paying for the autograph, and it's
you're
something
paying $20 for that autographed card, pretty much.
And when they only made, what did they make? Like a few hundred of them?
They made 100 of each of the autograph cards, 300 sets.
Okay.
But 100, like if you got Deanna, it's 1 of 100. Moose, 1 of 100. Myers, 1 of 100. Autograph cards.
Okay.
Got it.
So that is pretty limited. Like it's not super limited, but it's still pretty limited for first time in 8-9 years having cards. So
card market is nuts, I gotta say.
The card market is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, even the old AAW Line-em tournament cards we have from 2018 and 19 are going for $80 a pack.
And you know what? Remember
on eBay.
PCW got into that big thing with Ethan Page because of their
card. Yeah, that whole deal, right? Yeah,
before he was upset about Karate, man, he was upset about that.
Yeah, listen, he's been upset at every promotion, man. I feel like.
He tends to get upset.
Oh my God! All right,
and the last
one more.
Mickey James showed up on NWA Power tonight.
Oh, today, yeah.
Oh, I saw that. Okay.
To announce that she's going to be the executive producer for an all-women's pay-per-view at the end of August.
They're gearing up something fierce, man. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they're doing some stuff there, so it's going to be interesting. But it seems interesting that she was able to show up at another promotion when that's so supposedly there's. I guess she got out of it the 90-day because that obviously hasn't been 90 days.
She had to have.
She either had to or Billy's willing to take some type of. He might get a cease and desist tomorrow morning.
We'll see, man.
Billy might have. I mean, with this big, show going on, and if this has been in the planning for a little bit, I mean, this is all part of their comeback, so they got to come out all guns blazing. And I get whatever they do, I give them a lot of credit. These times is still, different companies are moving at different paces, trying to get things going with fans. So who knows? Maybe Billy, paid for her. Gave Vinnie Mac a little coin to. I mean, it's the NWA's champion's wife, for crying out loud. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah, duh, they're married. Good for them.
Well, they are. So she was obviously there, but to be on screen, that's something that's usually you can't do that. But
I mean, if she's not, it's one thing. I think if she's wrestling, it's another thing if she's just maybe doing something. So
yeah, and it's not addressed that she's wrestling.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Hey, Adam, is it happening at the Chase Ballroom? Is it Chase?
It is.
It is happening at the Chase? Are you kidding me?
I believe it is.
Holy shit!
But that's the thing. They're making a big deal of where they're wrestling.
It's the heart of it. That's the NWA, the Chase, and St. Louis. That was it. Sam Muchnick, man. Adam knows all about this.
Oh, that women's show. That's where it's going to be at.
Well,
that's
I think
fantastic.
They're doing 2 pay-per-views
back
and
to
2
back
TV. I think they're doing 4 days in St. Louis.
I'll tell you what, man.
Some tapings.
Yeah,
I highly recommend anybody get the book, Wrestling at the Chase. It's fantastic. It is a fantastic book. You want to learn about the NWA? Remember, TNA has origins in the NWA.
It does.
Read the book.
Yeah,
I have the 14 DVD set from High Spots, Wrestling at the Chase. It's the entire history of
14 DVDs.
14. I got them all from High Spots. I got Mike at High Spots. I called him. He said, I'll give you. I said, if I buy them all, that and the Memphis set. I said, if I buy them all, you give me a deal.
How many DVDs were Memphis?
Memphis is 15.
So 14 to 15. You bought near 30 DVDs.
I'm sorry, 12 and 15. 12.
Okay.
St. Louis is 12.
Still, holy cow.
He gave me a great deal because they were selling them by the threes as a deal. I said, give me all of them. Cut me a hell of a deal. So High Spots, big fan of High Spots. But Wrestling at the Chase is awesome. Awesome.
I will say that has piqued my interest.
I'm saying it's 4 hours from me. And
I want not bad. If there was nothing going on, if I knew there'd be nothing going on that weekend, if I were you at 4 hours, I'd definitely be tempted. Like, it would be nice to know some names. We know, at least with the women's, there's going to be a lot of TNA Impact connections because they're already there.
That's what I'm saying. Sure. Yeah.
Well, like Taryn Terrell, big fan. Kylie Ray.
Yeah, they're all there, man. Jay, if you're down for it, we should do this too. Honestly, you come to me and we'll drive down to St. Louis.
What's the date on that?
Sometime in
August. I think it's the end of August. I think it's like the 28th, 29th, like that. I have to double check. I'm not sure exactly the dates.
I got to double check on the AEW stuff too. Not to plug something else, but there's a lot of stuff opening up, and I'm like I'm thinking about, but I'm also really cautious given my situation. So if I do go to something, I got to be really careful about what I do.
All right, Adam Impact.
We'll check out
and 29th.
There we go, boys. 20 and 29 works out great.
Hold on.
The game room, baby.
With the futon, boys.
3 days after that, I got AAW. We got the big weekend here, and that all out weekend. We're kicking off the weekend. So tons. That's gonna be. I'm gonna take the whole fucking week off and just enjoy myself. All right, boys. Too much diversion. We gotta get into.
I'm claiming the futon right now.
All right, let's jump in, boys. NWA-TNA number 72. It took place on November 26th. Now I was on my buddy Dave's couch, forking over my $5. It was the eve of Thanksgiving, so I was probably. I know Dave and we probably said, let's get a deep dish pizza because that's not Thanksgiving food. So we totally got a deep dish Lou Malnati's pizza delivered. And so that's weird munching on. Bill, November 26th, day before Thanksgiving 03. What's going on?
The day before Thanksgiving 03. Mm-hmm. That would probably be, that'd be out, I'm sure. Although I'm not a huge fan of the bar scene that night because it's very...
bananas.
Amateur hour, I like to call that. That's amateur. So I probably dinner went out at that time, I'm sure, but probably headed back early. It might have been a movie night. Or something.
Nice. J-Bone, I figured you were
the old stubs.
I figured J-Bone was plucking and stuffing a turkey all night that night. Huh, J-Bone? They're wild in Wisconsin. I know that.
Well, this is right before Thanksgiving. So I was probably
knuckle deep with your fist up a turkey's ass. Is that what you're gonna say?
He lost the ring in that thing.
I wasn't the turkey stuffer. No, I was more like, wrangling the kids, trying to calm them down before like a Black Friday sale, trying to calm down the missus. She's sitting there circling stuff like, "Oh, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get." And I'm like, "Calm down. Can we just get through Thanksgiving first?"
Hey, the money, the dollar sign just flying away from Jay. It's like that scene, the opening of the Jetsons, when like George Jetson's giving Jane some money and she just takes the wallet instead.
Oh, there it goes.
Hey, Adam, thank you. Look what happens. I love what happens to Adam when it gets dark. When he actually makes a show, when he's the wife and kid are asleep, he's all out there. All right, boys, let's jump into it. November 26th, 03. We open up with a recap of 71. A long recap video, but it was a good one. I mean, it was good together. I like recaps. It's good to remind you what happened. We go right away to Scott Hudson. Ding! Ding! The bell is still gone. The nurse said the fate of the bell will be decided by next week. So if you haven't voted, go to Wrestling Nurse on Twitter. The fate of the bell is in your hands, everybody. You have to vote on the fate of my bell. I might get it back. I might not. It's up to you guys. Anyway, Scott Hudson, ding, with Jimmy Hart outside.
We're going to be dinging a lot. Like every other line in my freaking notes is Hudson.
Hudson.
Heavy Hudson night.
Oh,
I hope they were paying him good because my God, he earned a check tonight.
He's definitely working. That guy he's in there, man. He's outside with Jimmy Hart. Fans are chanting Jimmy, Jimmy, and he's talking about the strap match coming up later that night. Now we confirmed, guys. Now you guys told me I was wrong with this. It is fans who are the lumberjacks, and that's what
I've done a match just like this.
Yeah, that's right. And he talks about how they'll be involved, what's going on. Dusty walks in, further hype. We kick off. Go right to the opening. The opening, I gotta say, crowd was hot. This is day before Thanksgiving, guys. This crowd was like it. Bill, it was the crow's nest was full on this one. They did the wide.
It was nice to see this because the crowd was really lacking these last couple shows. So they kind of got brought back to life. And who knows? Was a lot of it this gimmick with the fans, like go crazy and early Borash go crazy? You can smack Jeff Jarrett around. That'd get me excited.
I'm sure. Plus, you know what? It's also an easy day. Everybody's off. They probably went to hang out.
It is. Yeah, it's a party day. So it was the perfect storm of events to get a hot crowd.
And remember, it's a $15 ticket. That's your night out on day before Thanksgiving. They're probably all out there having a great time. So that looked really fun. Jarrett comes out with Callis and red shirts. I love how he addresses today. And he goes, "Today you better not say shit today." He's like, "God damn it, I'm not putting up any of your crap. God damn it!" Like
that's been his shtick now. He always calls out today.
I love it. I cannot get enough of it. He tells Wes and Borash, "You two clam up too. I'm not talking to you either. You better keep in line." The crowd is packed. Discusses. Okay, so now they are truly just. They're still milking Hogan here, though, guys. That's
what I was surprised by.
But it's the tail end of it because they actually talk about because they're actually addressing what's going on with him physically now.
Yeah,
they're like, we beat him so bad, he's got to have surgery, so he's done. He's done, and they do. He tells everybody to climb up, like you said, at ringside, except for the bell guy.
Oh, Tiny.
Tiny. And, and he has him do a 10 count.
This was great. This was absolutely great. Go ahead, Jay.
I lost it.
I lost it on this too.
Jarrett, they dim the lights, and they're like, "Please, come on. Have some respect."
He's like, bow your head. He's like, damn it, bow your heads.
Bow your heads. They're doing the 10 count, and he cuts them off at 4 bells. He's like, all right, enough of this shit.
I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, this was as good as Jarrett's been in the heel role with that one. This whole thing, Like, and obviously, I'm sure there's some traditional wrestling fans that are like, "This is sacrilege," because that's almost one of those things. Like back in the day, like the X was actually meant injury.
Yeah.
Now they use it to sell injuries, which is, I think a lot of hardcore people are like, "You killed it," and that's kind of what he's doing here. Like the 10 bell salute, that's like boots left in the ring. That's like one of the traditions of wrestling. And to do it to just mock somebody is kind of outlaw mud show stuff, which I can appreciate.
They put the picture of him up on the screen.
Yeah, that too.
With the dates there. And he's got the pose of like the latest, I don't know, this latest. It must have been like a photo op thing in Japan that he used. He had the shades on and the bow. He's like, and then the dates at the bottom there. It's like, okay, he's not dead, damn. But oh my god, it was funny. This was.
I liked it a lot too. He says, he cuts him off. He goes, "This is total nonstop action." He's like, "The hell with this." He issues an ultimatum to the every TNA employee: "You're either with me or you're against me." And Watts comes out here and just babbles. He's babbling. I mean, it's just babbling. He's making Ranger and Jackass. I don't know what the hell my notes literally, Bill, say, what the fuck is he even talking about?
He's the rancher and Jarrett is a jackass.
I'm like, what the hell what happened to Watts? What do we do here?
Watts has become a complete joke. I don't know what's going on with Watts.
And we loved him. When he first came out, we were like, this guy, what a missed opportunity. They wrote him into the ground.
And then he even references, like, "You were making fun of my outfit."
Yeah, the outfit and everything too.
Like he even knows he looks like an idiot.
Yeah. He goes back to the why thing. He goes, "Well, the question here is why? Why?" So they're still going to why.
The why, which will never get answered.
Never. But they're like, they keep referring to, "Why'd you lay down at Bash at the beach?" Like this is 03. I'm like, who gives a shit? It's 2 years, like 3 years prior. I don't give a shit anymore.
Honestly, this feels very much like Vince. Just kind of, I'm sure this is a Vince grudge that he's just writing down and having fun with it.
Yeah.
Because he wants to stick it to Hulk right now. I bet. Lakers mentioned he was cracking up during the watch along for this. And the watch on, what we mean by that is the Discord watch along that Truck hosts. So big thank you to our boy Truck, who hosts the Discord watch along the night of these reviews. He hosts that in there. You can join it. That's on the public one, right? Well, guys, is that on a premium tier? That's a good question. I believe it is on the free tier because it was happening before the Patreon, unless it's switched.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure that's just Truck just sharing a stream.
Like he's not doing it in the treehouse.
Okay, so
I think that's the difference.
Right,
it's not like what we did over the weekend. So
got it. Okay, so yeah, guys, you can join the watch alongs for free. Truck hosts them. The shows we review, he streams them earlier that day. So you hang out, and Lakers can tell you it's a public one. Thank you, Lakers. Yeah. And he can tell you it's a blast. He has a good time in it, man. So big thanks to our boy Lakers for
Lakers always has a good time.
Always has a good time. I think Lakers is all. I don't think he's ever having a bad time.
If Lakers was a candy bar, he'd be Mr. Good Bar.
He'd be Mr. Good time. Watts runs in. They beat him down. Abyss comes in, starts beating him down to Redshir. AJ runs in. AMW, Raven all run in. We already know right here it's 3-on-3 coming up at some point. Goldie comes out of nowhere and just starts checking on Watts. I don't know where she even appeared. If you just like poof.
That's kind of been her thing lately. She just randomly appears and then randomly disappears.
I'm like, I don't know what happened to Goldie here, man. It's like they hired Watts and she's like, "Cool, I'm off tour now." And they're like, shit, we gave your job away. Like, what do we do now? So I know for a fact they do find something for her. She does get into something, but this is that lost period for Goldie. She's not really doing anything much. Scott Hudson, ding. Simon and Swinger and Disco and David Young in the back talking about the held up tag titles, which are going to be decided in a 6-man. Let's remember that it's 3-on-3.
That's interesting.
Very interesting.
What are your thoughts on that?
The 6-man, the being
decided. 6-man deciding a tag team title, not a 6-man title.
Yeah, I think it was done to a P3 Live crew, but I think it was kind of goofy to do it this way. Personally, I don't think they needed to do it this way. Because
it's one thing to defend, like it's one thing that like maybe put them in matches, but to actually put the belts on the line. I don't know. It
was weird.
It's it's a little sketchy for a title.
Now this is interesting, guys. Did you notice that the Against All Odds tag match, Diener is representing the tag belts, and they've implemented Freebird rule, right?
Yeah, VVD rules are calling it.
They're calling but check this out. Impact put a thing out, and they said that so they basically certified that there were previous Freebird rules that have happened.
Yes.
There have been 3 members who have held tag titles. They put a list out. My question now is, in a case like this, is again, 3 Live Crew was on that list too. Is Cody Diener now today? Is he considered as tag team champion on his title history?
Ooh.
Because
we have to have a defense of it first.
Maybe after Saturday. I'm curious now because
I would say no until a successful defense.
Okay, because
that's what I would say, but I don't know.
Because they put it out there, 3 Live Crew is considered. All 3 of them are considered a tag champ. That's the thing.
At some point they all defended it.
Yeah, so it is okay. I'll tell you this: it is on his Wikipedia. Just to give him a heads up, it is on his Wikipedia under Cody Diener's Impact World Tag Team Champion.
Okay,
with Joe Doring and Rhino. So it is a VBD rule in place.
VBD rule in place.
I'd be curious to see what Impact officially puts on their.
I'm sure in Cody's mind, he doesn't consider himself a champion until Saturday.
If he makes a pin, if he makes the pin to retain it, I'd say. What do you guys think in the chat though? What do you guys think about these Freebird rules about tag belts? Because it's always been a thing about the Freebird rule, and we're seeing it today. After a long time, it's happening in modern day.
But now it's interesting. You just said this.
Yeah.
But Eric Young's not listed as a tag team champion.
Eric, good question. Let's take a look. I will look right now.
Yeah, that's a tough one because he's
kind of like. If Cody Diener is today one, then so's Eric Young.
But isn't Freebird rule amongst 3? Eric has not been active since the win, right?
Yeah, I mean, if he's not
the original Freebird word, the rule was 3.
It was 3. 3 Live Crew is 3. I mean, you know what I mean? I guess it's the 3. I guess I'm going.
You got to say 3. But what happens if at some point they do stick an EY in there?
Now, right now, let's see, TNA World Tag Team Champion. He is not listed as an Impact Tag Team Champion because he's not in a match to defend. So I guess it's just those 3. So that's technically
maybe it's one he was placed in the match. That could be
interesting.
It's interesting. Freebird rule. We need to have a deep dive in the Freebird rules.
I want to. You know what? Let's do this. And Mark's ready to start these combos on our Twitter and stuff. Let's get this buzzing. Tim, I want to get this topic out there. What do people think about the Freebird rule? How do you consider the champ? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Do you think it sucks? Does it have a place today? Sound off on it. We Talk Impact on Twitter. We'll get a topic going tomorrow. I
do like the Freebird rule. I will say I am a fan of the Freebird rule because I think it allows for different scenarios. It allows for fresh matchups. Like this guy and this guy go against a team and not see that same feud for 2 months. You can see this guy get in there or this guy get in there.
I love it. I think it
makes a strong champion usually because they're always fresh.
That's true. It's like how do you beat him, right? You don't know which 2 are going to get sometimes. How do you beat them?
Unless it's put out there ahead of time, and it's not something that's put out there all the time either. As far as it's not always done, it's like you see it like once every few years, depending on, what stables are floating around there and if they've got a title reign or whatever. So yeah, it's pretty rare. Every few years you see it. And across all brands too, it's not something you see all the time either. So that's refreshing. Yeah,
it's interesting though. Because when the Freebirds did it, I believe it just said Freebirds, and you didn't know which 2 were going to take the defense. That's all. Correct. That was always the trick of it, right?
That is how Triple X kind of did it.
That's true. Triple X, and then somebody mentioned in the chat too. Yeah, you're right. Triple X did that too. So
it was like, who's gonna go, and you wouldn't know until the bell rang.
Right, which I like. That's fun. That's fun. In a case like VBD, they shouldn't have put it out there with Cody. You know, maybe like surprise.
Well, the only reason they did because Joe Doring had a different match.
That's true. The real the swerve, bro. The swerve would have been Doring comes back and defends it as well.
He could.
That's the swerve,
bro. It's the swerve.
Bro. All right, So we did that interview. So next match, Kid Kash and Low Key. Kash comes out with a sign, "I fear no man, especially Don Harris," which I love that.
Every day.
Chris Daniels on commentary. This is a great match. This is X Division reboot because I think Michael Shane's dropping the ball at this point on at being the champion at this point. But this match felt like this is X Division. We're kicking it back into gear. And these two went because you got two former champs here. You got these total pros. I mean, these guys knew what they were doing, man. I love it. I think at one point, Low Key and Chris Daniels get into it outside. Kash takes advantage of that, kind of does a little bit of shove, rolls in. Low Key gets the win on that. And then afterwards, he picks up his sign. He's shoving Daniels a little bit. And Key and Daniels start to argue. They're going at it. Kash is backing up. Don Harris meets him at the ramp, like gives him the old, like, "Where do you think you're going?" And he's like, throws his sign in his face, cheap shots him, and runs out, runs through the crowd, and runs away. And Harris
Kid Kash.
Oh, it's great. Harris gives chase. What did you guys think of this one? J-Bone, kick this one. I loved it personally, but let me get your thoughts.
Oh, this match was fire. And if you go back, what I was actually even paying more attention to is because I've been very curious to see, because this is. I'm waiting to see when Triple X kicks into gear again, but I'm loving the fact that Christopher Daniels is solo, and he was at ringside on commentary. And man, you listen to him on commentary, and he's on fire here.
Great.
He does not sound like he's some young, pardon the term, young buck, because he is pretty young here as far as like experience.
He's at this point, Jay. He is about 10 years in at this point.
He is okay. I thought he was less than that, like Sabin or Kaz. Okay.
No, he debuted. I think 93.
He was an indie veteran.
He
wasn't with a company. That's why he feels like he's brand new. But he's one of the few guys that was only on the indie scene the whole time.
Okay.
I remember reading an article. He was the one indie guy I always knew of. It was like Chris Daniels and Reckless Youth, the two indie guys I always knew existed. And this guy was just like, he was everywhere. And I remember reading some article that he was like the only wrestler who was not on TV, who was earning like six figures, working indies or something. Like he was everywhere. Like people don't understand how big Chris Daniels truly was on a pre-internet era independent wrestling scene. Oh
yeah, because what's funny is I've watched a little bit of this, and I actually want to watch more of this because it's from the same time era, and I've always been curious to see what they look like, what the crowds were like, because obviously these were done in different places, I think. But MLW had a lot of the same guys on at the same time. It's like same company but different era. And Christopher Daniels was doing the same gimmick, like he's, starting his own, cult of CD, whatever you called it.
Prophecy? What's that? The Prophecy? What was his group in the Our Ring of Honor and MLW at the time? Prophecy.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
I forget. But yeah, so he was doing the same thing, wearing the robe down to the ring and everything. And, yeah, so I want to watch some of those, but yeah, so he was all over the place. Looks like.
Yeah, he was everywhere, man. He was definitely all over the place. He was great, but this was but just classic X Division match. I'll build like this. These two went at it.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. This one, it's back to what X Division should be. This was a fantastic match. This is up there with the better matches in the X Division. I wouldn't say it was one of the top, but it's probably close to top 5, definitely a top 10 match in so far for the company in the X Division. And that's the thing, there were some decent X Division matches over the last handful of pay-per-views, but I don't think any of them, and it's probably because they didn't have people like this in there. Low key, for whatever you want to say, very good wrestler. Christopher Daniels, a legend. So you're going to get a good match out of these guys. Like with obviously Kid Kash gets no respect for Kid Kash.
He didn't keep himself out there much. That's one of the things with Kash. You know, he kind of wanted, but Kash is absolutely a TNA legend.
And that's the thing. Like he doesn't get put in that conversation with these guys, but he should, because he really does bring it. You see him, and he's been carrying that. He's been carrying that water pail for this division for a lot of this run early on as champion, just as in featured storylines, because he's really the X Division wrestler that has promo skills. He has it. Like these other guys, you can see there's potential for them, like with young Sabin, Daniels, but Kid Kash is the guy. He's got all the charisma in that division.
Year one, he is absolutely anchoring that division. I don't care what anybody says. AJ might have had the belt first on, but Kash is the anchor of the X Division. No question about it. And I think Charles is saying he signed pretty soon after this. And Kash left for that Pitbull story over he did with who the hell was his tag team? Paul London? Who was his tag team partner up there? I don't remember. He left though pretty soon after that. But I love Kid Kash to this day. He's the man. So big fan of Kid Kash. But yeah, he gets the win on low key on this one, which is nice because I think he needed a strong win. It was good to have.
Yeah.
So we go back, J Bone, to Scott Hudson.
Ding!
And with Don
Bring back the bell.
I bring the bell back for sure. I got the electronic bell, but she said it doesn't count.
Oh no.
It doesn't count.
There you go, Mir. That Jamie Noble.
Thank you. Why did I say Paul London? Who was Paul London partner with? He was part of
Brian Kendrick, Brian Kendrick.
Yeah. So Scott Hudson's there with Don Callis, Abyss, the red shirts. Callis is holding a classic AJ Styles 8x10 bill.
It was a classic.
First AJ Styles 8x10, J-Bone. Now that's a collectible. He says,
what a scumbag!
He says that
that'd be something to own.
Yeah, he says tonight, poor Shark Boy is a body double for AJ. Abyss is gonna kill him, take him out, treat him like you would AJ. Northcutt and Legend then address Raven. I love that Legend called Raven 12-step. You guys catch that? He goes,
"Oh my
12-step over here." I was like, "Holy shit,
Jesus!"
I believe they're close friends to this day. I believe Legend was on Raven's podcast for co-hosting with him a little bit. So they're close friends to this day. Yeah, but he called him 12-step. I almost lost it. I go, "Holy!"
Well, they've always gone close with Raven stuff. Like they were talking about heroin in the one episode. Like
Jarrett called him a junkie in the one. You're shooting things up your veins. Like what the fuck? Like you guys are going there? Shit. And we found out one of the big reasons they didn't put the title on him at the time was Jarrett didn't feel comfortable with putting the belt on Raven because of his personal life. But I'm like, the guy's still churning out some of the best work of his life, the best work of his life. And where was your doubt? At that point. We go to the next match is Shark Boy versus Abyss with Don Callis. It was pretty quick. I mean, Abyss wins. Powerbomb Sharky through a table after.
It was about 3 minutes.
Yeah. Not much. But
it was entertaining. Shark Boy's entertaining, and Abyss got his stuff in.
Yeah, that's all it was. It was Shark Boy. He's Shark Boy. He's perfect for the day before Thanksgiving, just to kind of just a goofy character to have out there. Everybody's already having a good time.
I can turn it on anytime, Pat. Come on, no problem.
Exactly. Can turn it on anytime. Dable right back to Scott Hudson.
Ding!
And he's with Raven in a dark corner, candle.
Honestly, Trent, let's be real here. We're gonna be real here, man. If you did have said bell in your possession right now, it would be broken during this review. You'd be ringing it so much. I mean, I'm losing my voice just banging away here, for Christ's sake.
I mean, look, I did download this. Where is it here? Here we go. Yeah. I downloaded the electronic bell. That's what it is.
It's not the same.
Not the same. The other one has that. You hit it. It's got
that sounds pretty authentic.
Yeah, it's not too bad, hey, but it's not the same. He's right. It doesn't have that real resonance.
It's fake. It's like the crowd noise at the Impact Zone.
Yeah, when everybody's standing there and it's just, I see Bill even just standing there waiting for the next match to start, and then apparently he's yelling according to my TV.
or what was that? El Phantasmo was part of his entrance. He was high-fiving people on the way in.
That was great.
What was that now?
Well, when El Phantasmo debuted, he went around ringside and he was fake high-fiving the people that aren't there.
Oh, was he really?
Which I thought was fantastic because I'm sure it's like, well, don't even acknowledge that there's no crowd. But occasionally when the people have played into like pretending there's a crowd, I get a little, I pop for that. I'm like, that's funny.
I liked Phantasmo. I just like, I couldn't get over his bio on Twitter. All it said was, "What's up, you fat marks?" That's all the bio said.
You know,
that's my type of heel right there.
I like it.
There's some rumors floating around about him, and I haven't done any research as far as like, you know, if it's legit or not. But there's some people saying that his days in New Japan may be numbered. And I don't want to put a lot of weight on it because you never know who starts these things.
Good Canadian kid.
You know.
Oh, let's see, man. If he shows up back here, that'd be nice. I liked him a lot.
I would not be complaining. I loved his matches; were just phenomenal. Pardon the pun, but
what Laker's saying he changed the bio again. What does it say now, Laker? Can you copy it in here? That'd be great. I'd love to see. I love that he changes it like regularly. Raven talks about Northcutt and Legend. Says he's still going to fulfill his destiny. The Gathering come in, and CM Punk's like, "Hey, can we talk?" And Raven's like, "Nothing to talk about here. We're done. There's nothing to talk about. It's over. It's over. The Gathering's done. We're finished." And Julio then he leaves, and Hudson's like, "Hey, I don't mean to interrupt, guys, but what's going on here?" And he's like, "You know what? Raven's going to find out how we feel tonight. You know, one way or another." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Ooh, mysterious. But Michael Shane.
But what we get from this is that, like, Raven's taken out a lot of the roster, right? Like pretty much the New Church is gone, single-handedly.
Right now they're gone. Yeah, he took them out,
and Ryan Wilson's gone.
Yeah, when did the Ryan Wilson thing happen? I missed this because they're referring to how he ripped Ryan Wilson's arm off his body. I was like, what the hell did I miss last week? When did Ryan? Wilson
they showed when Sandman did the chair he did a leg drop with the chair on Ryan Wilson's arm. He was standing outside of the ring, but his arm was on the apron. The hardest part of the ring, Trent. The hardest part.
That's right. That's very
hard. And he did a leg drop with the chair, you know, a la Sabu-ish, you know, too. And then, you know, you missed it, but the arm exploded. There were fingers flying everywhere. Gory.
Wait a second, J-Bone. Is that like a certain ring exploding?
Oh man, is it J-Bone?
So what?
Like a certain ring that should have been exploded. Is it like that? You mean like a ring that's supposed to explode at the end of a match? I wish.
You mean like when there's like giants in the ring?
No, I mean, okay. You know what? I mean when AEW's ring didn't explode. How about that?
Like that kind of ring? No. There was no sparklers. No, there was body parts flying. You know, it was like a Zack Snyder movie. You know,
we watched the wrong show last week.
I'm exaggerating. I've watched Army of the Dead like 15 times already. I'm exaggerating.
I think he definitely watched the wrong show. Jesus Christ, yeah! What show were you watching last week or this week?
I drink these Bang drinks, and then
I like Bang.
I'm just all pina colada up tonight.
Which one's Jay?
How's the pina colada one? I've never tried that one.
If you like pina colada, it's delicious.
Oh God.
Yeah, this is horrible.
You know which one's the worst, but like for some reason I want to like force myself to like it is the birthday cake one. You know, has anybody in the chat tried the birthday cake thing? It's terrible. But because it's I'm like, I want this to be good. So I'll get it. And I'm like, this fucking sucks. But I get it. Like every couple of months thinking like maybe they've changed the formula and it tastes like birthday cake now. But the rest of Bang is good. I like that. Bill, you're at a Bang energy drink?
I'm not a big energy drink guy.
With all those late night drives, nothing.
Oh man, how do you do it? My God.
Give me a little iced tea, and I'm good to go.
That's it, huh? The sugar on the iced tea, it's enough for you?
Yeah, or the replacement sugar, whatever sweetener.
Oh, okay. Well, the diet lemon.
Local or Rosenbergers today.
Drink local. I never drink energy drinks for the energy. I just like the taste of it. Same with coffee. I don't drink it to wake up. I just like the taste of coffee.
Oh, see, like most energy drinks don't do crap for me. Like if I drink 2 Monsters, then I'm really wired. You know, like a Monster doesn't do crap. A Bang energy drink is like one of the first ones that actually did anything for me. My favorite one, I think it's like a combo flavor. It's like black cherry vanilla.
Yeah, that one's good.
Oh my God.
Yeah. They're not bad. They're not too bad, man.
Love that one.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we got a suggestion here for replacing the bell for now.
Oh boy.
The shotgun. Shotgun. Oh, I thought you meant the gun, the style. I know he want you to shotgun a Bang every time Scott Hudson show. You'd be dead. You'd be dead in an hour. You'd be gone in an hour. I can do the gun here every time Scott Hudson shows up. We can shoot the gun. We can
do
a
long show even with that one.
Yeah, seriously. We got a recap of the Michael Shea Invitational, and then it's Scott Hudson with Jimmy Hart, and now the lumberjacks that they've chosen. I'm sorry, I skipped one thing before the Raven Redshir secure. Oh, I jumped ahead here. I jumped way ahead here. My bad. I'm way ahead. I apologize. After the Julio told them they're gonna find out tonight. Now we go to X versus Chris Saban.
Oh.
X being PCO, if anybody didn't know.
Yes.
He missed a huge leg drop from the top rope. Did you guys catch this? He kerplunked on a leg drop with no connection at all. Even West is like, he kind of caught a little bit of it, I think. It was bad. And I think, and the crowd is not into this at all. They're not into X. They don't want to see X versus Sabin. He misses a big splash to the outside. Sabin capitalizes, takes the win. Nothing great here.
That senton, where he's on the top rope and lands on his back on the ramp. My God.
Full flat back. No,
he was insane back then.
Some people like this one. I didn't like this one at all. I thought this didn't have anything for me. Hey, look, Cody saying this. He said it was red. Crowd didn't take to it at all.
Oh, I love this one.
Crowd didn't. You liked it too? I didn't. It didn't catch me for some reason. I don't know. What did you like about it?
I loved it because whenever I see PCO at this point, it just reminds me of like all the best stuff from like Brian Cage. So in my mind, like I was from like for something modern, I was like picturing like Brian Cage versus Aries, like that kind of like, as far as like size wise, that's modern wise. That's what I was like thinking in my head as I'm watching this. No, but I love this. Man, watching PCO go back then, my God, what a maniac. I mean, he destroyed himself in this freaking match, and he just kept going. Jeez.
I feel like he didn't have to, though, in this match. Like, he did a lot of stuff. I didn't have to. That's the thing.
He was trying to keep up because Sabin's fairly fast-paced. Maybe not as much as, like, a low-key, but...
the best of Brian Cage all 4 times. Holy shit!
God.
Holy shit!
It's like it all went down. Okay, so like I think the best of Brian. Not to get off subject too much, but Brian Cage
today, man,
when he was going international, all over the place. Like, I felt like that was his best stuff. And then he got hurt, and then he kept on getting hurt, and it was all downhill. But, like, when they were featuring footage of him from, all over the place internationally, that was, like the build of Brian Cage. I felt like that was his best stuff right there.
You notice how fast Brian Cage talks? Like, he trips over his words sometimes. You ever notice that in his promos? Like, and then, Sam Kelly, and world championship. And he's always like talking really fast. You hear every like fourth word.
Now he doesn't say shit. It's all Taz.
That's probably why. Me and Basil's running joke is how quickly like Brian Cage talks. Like he trips over every word, or like just every fourth word is what you hear. But like I'm the outlier here. I guess a lot of people did like this. Didn't click with me much, man. I felt like he was doing moves that I didn't want to see him do. I like him doing power moves because he's PCO and he's gigantic.
He does power moves, but he does do some of that other stuff. And a lot of times he does miss. That's almost part of his thing. Like where like he like hits the ring apron a lot with stuff.
He does.
I feel like he does that still to this day.
It's a lunatic now, man. Holy shit.
You put him with other big guys or styles, like a strong style fighter. That's a really, really good PCO match. Sabin's probably not the best opponent for him. Right. But still entertaining. If you look at them from both, they both did their stuff. Did it click 100% together? Not really, but entertaining. Still better than the slop we've gotten for the last couple weeks.
It was Zach saying it's like J-Bone on 2 energy drinks or Trent plugging his stuff. The hell are you talking about, man? But yeah, right. I'm with you on that, Bill. But we'll see. We'll see what they end up. I don't think he stays much longer, though, Ax. This is like he's out of here pretty soon.
I don't think he's here much longer.
No, this never gets. I mean, we were shocked. We're like, holy shit, was that PCO when he first showed up? Totally forgot this even happened, for one thing.
Yeah.
Now we go to Scott Hudson in the crowd, Jimmy Hart. And Jimmy is assigning lumberjacks in the crowd, giving them the straps. And he's like, what's your name? He's like, I'm Darren from Nashville. Like, oh, fuck Jeff Jarrett up, man. He's like, what about you? I'm Cletus from fucking, buy all the battery. I'm all, fuck you, Jeff Jarrett, God damn it. And they were all just like riling up, man. They're all fired up, all these fucking locals.
I love that they call this the Strap Army. I was like, oh, that's just so wrong. It's
like, get your straps on and get your strap on and get to work. Like, what the fuck? We had a hell of a Wednesday night.
You get a strap on. You get a strap on.
We go to Raven right from that Raven versus Redshirt Security. It's a handicap match. And total mess, though. This match became a mess. I love the Raven stuff. I love anything Raven's doing at this point. But he DDTs and eliminates Legend first. The Gathering are watching on the ramp. Punk and Daenerys are on the ramp. They're watching, not doing anything. Abyss comes in, attacks Raven. They beat Raven down. DQ called. Gathering's just watching, but they finally intervene once the table starts getting set up. And then they look, I wrote down the Gathering were a decent team because they were doing some moves in unison. I was like, you know what? They never got a fair shake as a tag team in TNA. Yeah. They were not a bad team. These two look pretty good together, huh, Jay?
Yeah, I like I said, I've always been a CM Punk fan. I was always very curious as to see like what he did in different places leading up to his big run up north. Mm-hmm. So I've got a few of the Ring of Honor DVDs, and then I was actually looking on Wikipedia just to find out like a timeline, like how long he was with TNA. And what led to him leaving. And that was actually because TNA came up with a thing that they didn't want people going back and forth between TNA and Ring of Honor. They were trying to keep people exclusive, which is understandable. You're trying to build a brand. And Punk didn't like that, so he left.
Yeah. It's he didn't get too. I don't think he's there much longer after this, right? But like he's pretty much gone. In the next maybe few months, 2-3 months.
It's 2004-ish. So somewhere in the late winter, early springtime, I think it is. And then it's right after that, within the next year or two, that starts the whole Summer of Punk thing.
Yeah, it's next
Ring of Honor. He gets white hot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that was all Joe.
Decent. Yeah. Hey, I love Joe, and I think I agree with you.
I think he's pretty nice. I think Joe's pretty nice.
Nice guy. So you're the type of person who finds that. What did he say? So you're the type. Fat asses. This guy's 33 and third chance of beating you. That's all. But
fat.
We're gonna
now I missed the sound bite.
The fat way, I know. We cleaned up some sound bites, guys. We got more coming. More bites are on their way. But if you miss some,
I don't know. That was a gung ho scumbag for one night. We'll see what happens.
I haven't heard from him since. He's disappeared ever since then.
Oh wait, we still
Fat.
Oh, Fat's still in there. That's
good. It just was moved around, I guess, during the cleanup.
Yeah.
We got a couple new ones sitting around, but the scumbag was he was on a tear the other day. I don't know what happens after that. We'll see. We got the recap of the Michael Shane invitational recap. The tournament recap of that, and then Scott Hudson.
Ding!
And he's with Jimmy Hart and the Lumberjacks. I think they're at the ramp. Where are they at this point?
The Strap Army.
The Strap Army. And he goes, what are we going to do? We're going to whip him like a dog. We're going to whip him like a dog. Whip him like a dog. Whip like a dog.
Oh, my God.
X-Division Championship.
It's the Strap-on Choir.
And X-Division Championship match after this. Sonjay Dutt, who earned his title shot, taking on Michael Shane. There's a clip of the lower third. It's the Red Shirts and Abyss challenging the Gathering next week. So it's a little bit of a little clip in the lower third. I wrote down the match isn't good, and it's mostly Shane to me. I think Sonjay was trying his ass off here, and they just had zero chemistry to me. You guys in the chat, tell me if I'm wrong. Let me start with you, Bill, and we'll go to Jay. What do you guys think of this? What did you think of this? I thought they had no chemistry at all.
We've been kind of saying this. It seems like there's this Michael Shane. He was in those 3-man matches, and he looked good. He was bleeding, but it was a lot of the other guys looking good in matches too. I think these singles matches have shown a lot of flaws with Michael Shane because this is obviously still early Sonjay, but Sonjay's been pretty impressive so far in his couple matches, and he does a lot of the stuff that we've been seeing from him, so he looks good. Shane's not awful in this match, but they didn't seem to click right, and I don't know if it's more that they just didn't click or is Shane just having trouble clicking with anybody right now.
I feel like it's the latter, yeah. I don't know. Jay, what did you think, man?
Well, in the first few moments of the match, they start, they're feeling each other out. They're going back and forth. And Sonjay does, I wrote this one down just because it looked so brutal. Sonjay gives Michael Shane an arm drag over the top rope, and Michael Shane just splat on the floor. It was ugly as hell. It was like, oh my God. Talk about taking a bump. My God. That just looked like, I don't know if it was not supposed to happen or if that was actually meant to happen, but I'd never seen anything like that. That just looked ugly as hell.
But isn't that followed up where he then tries to go over the top after him and Shane gets him with like a forearm when he tries to jump off over the
right, like a forearm through the rope. I mean, he recovers quick, but I'm just
it's a quick recovery, so at least you know he's okay.
But just when it happened, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it was weird. Adam's here saying he feels Sonjay's overrated and wonky, and around this time, but I think Sonjay with the right opponent is good, and I think Adam's reason could be exactly the reason why they really never pulled the full trigger on Sonjay the whole time. That could be why.
He's kind of like a Swinger Junior at this point. He's always like, "Yeah, Daddy." He's always popping for himself,
that's the big
but he's excited.
It's just a Sonjay Dutt ripoff.
I can't. It's funny to think like when he came in, he was like a fill-in, 22, 23 years old, and like 10 years later, or 11 years later, he was a VP of like the short-lived era of the GFW era of the company. Like, what the fuck? Like, who would have thought that? Now he's an agent up north.
Keep your head down. Don't say anything controversial.
True.
You can stick around, kid.
That's it. That really is it, man. Like I said, another two. It was weird. It got messy though because Shane Douglas and Tracy are at ringside and they're cheering for Sonjay, but then she pulls Sonjay off the pin when it looked like he was going to win the title. And then at one point, then Tracy starts motorboating Posey.
Oh my God!
And she's motorboating. She's motorboating Posey, distracting him. And then Michael Shane uses a chain around the fist. Very Shane Douglas here, which TNA calls out around the fist, knocks out Sonjay, gets the win. Shane gets on the mic and says, "Welcome to the new franchise. This is it now. I told you I'd build a new franchise." And in a way, it really is. It's Francine and Shane Douglas,
Pretty
smaller.
much.
And I think Shane needed this. He definitely needed something because he was very floundering. But Shane Douglas looked great here. I think he cut a good promo.
Yeah.
He had the great outfit going on. I think he looked strong, cleaned up and strong on this one. I liked it.
It's tough for Shane Douglas not to look good in a promo. That's his calling card.
I love it.
Like that's a guy. If you still ever see him on an indie show, it won't take long for everyone to say, "Give him the mic, give him the mic."
I love him. Cut the fucking music. I love Shane Douglas, man. Back with Scott Hudson with Dusty Rhodes. He addresses Jeff Jarrett, and what I put down was a great promo. This is Dusty. Like Dusty's floundered the last couple of weeks. This promo, I think, really hit. Everybody was fired up on this show. They're all on vacation after this. They're having a great time. And I thought it was a good promo. I thought this was very Dusty, J-Bone. You're a Dusty guy. I thought this was good.
Yeah, I love Dusty. There's just something about him at this point. I mean, he's not doing much, but him just being there, you just pop, you know.
It adds to the show. We get a recap of the tag team title issue. Simon and Swinger.
I do like that he calls out Jarrett.
He does. I seen your daddy walking around here.
Ass.
He should have whooped your ass. Like, we're gonna whoop you tonight. I did like that. That was good. That was really good. Recap of the tag team title issue with Simon and Swinger and Young and Disco. It's like a new promo. It looks like it was filmed last week, but it's great. I think they did a good job. And now we get the match. 3 live crew. BG James, Konnan, and Ron Killings taking on Simon, Swinger, and Disco. Special 6-man for the titles. After the intros, AMW's music hits, and they walk out and go write the commentary. The lower third at this point also shows Gathering arguing with Raven. So we know that's all going. Match goes on. Pretty good match, like standard. Pretty solid match. AMW prevents some shenanigans, huh, Bill?
They do.
And 3 live crew wins.
There's some shenanigans, and but that's good. That's good use of shenanigans to tell a story.
Yes. 3 live crew wins the titles. AMW hand them the belts, mutual respect, and that's going to be your next match, I'm sure. So good stuff. Killings and BG are holding it at this point. They're the ones carrying it at this point. So if you're keeping score for the Freebird rule, it's Killings and BG.
B-Jizzle.
B-Jizzle. All right, Jay, I want you to take this one. Roddy Piper with the boxing dummy. Let me your thoughts. Man. I know you'd like this.
Yeah, he is getting fired up. And it's, he says a line, whap. Says another line, whap. I mean, This dummy's about to lose its damn head. So he's all fired up. The main point of this is he's like, there's no more Russo, so I'm coming back. So that sounded like the deciding factor. Like, okay, Russo's still there, but he's not on camera. They wrote him off about a month ago at this point because Jarrett just tore the shit out of him.
Yeah, about a month back. Yep.
So, and I don't know, like, I'm really wondering, like, how long Piper's coming back for, because it seemed like Sting was coming back too, but that was very short-lived. That only lasted like a couple weeks. So who knows? But I love Piper. We'll see. But he's coming back.
Bill, look at the roster they got here. Dusty, Piper, Jimmy Hart, Hogan teases, Jeff Jarrett. As far as legends go, No,
it's good legends for sure. Yeah. You could say it's very similar to what Down South's doing right now.
It's true.
Signing kind of any names that they can. And that's kind of what they're doing here. And I think we'll see that for the rest of the Asylum run. It goes into Orlando, where they're kind of doing the same thing. And it makes sense. You want to get noticed. These names bring you something. And Piper, he's still one of the big names. I appreciate the Bob in the video, the old the body.
Oh,
Body.
Is that what they call them? Bobs?
Oh yeah, they were
boxing dummy.
Yeah, body opponent bags.
Oh, is that what they're called? Bobs.
Yeah.
He made a Johnny Cash reference too.
And he did. He's talking about the Man in Black. It's
I like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he's wearing black.
Yeah, he's like country western music, and he's like, I like all things. Like, what kind of an accent was Roddy going for in this promo?
Canadian, Scottish, Southern, Portland.
He was going with something in that. He was a little next level with the accent. He was going deep. It was like when McConaughey's like, I'm gonna slide right into it. That's what he was trying to do it. I'm going heavy. Going heavy tonight into it.
Adam's got a great question for you. Is Down South considered the NWA now?
If anyone watches it, we'll call it the Down South.
Deal.
Until people watch it, I don't know if we can give them the title of Down South.
Yeah.
But all right, we go to Down West.
We'll call them Southwest, just for you, Adam.
Southwest, okay. All right, that's fair. We go to Down West. Red on red. Very bright red on fire engine red. Yeah. He plugs the Babes of TNA calendar, which is great.
That calendar?
I had the calendar. I don't have
that
it anymore.
One.
I had that one. I did.
You don't have it anymore. What do you mean? Now is this a story?
No, I would have had. I wasn't like saving merch at the time, like a calendar. I was like, it's a calendar.
You're like, it's a calendar. It's old. It's time to dispose of it.
That's what I mean. I shouldn't have, because I keep a lot of the merch, but the Babes of TNA calendar, that's a calendar. Fuck it, I tossed it. But it was gross. It was like all the Cage girls. It was like Tracy, Trinity, Goldie. And then they kind of a couple of groups. Looking back, I don't know why I threw the thing away, to be honest with you. But,
I'm surprised it's not still hanging on your ceiling.
I know, right? It's a 2003 calendar. It's like, yeah, but it's Tracy Brooks in 2003. Guys, what are you guys talking about? No, he also interesting. He plugs DVDs, but think about this. He plugs at this point TNA on demand on the website.
Yes, NWA-TNA.com.
They had on demand back in 2003. How about them apples? You would think
they were ahead of the game.
You would think Plus would be working great by now if that was the case. There shouldn't be any issue with Plus.
Right?
No, I had a little glitch with Plus for like a hot minute. It was weird. I went into my Plus today to watch this. Everything was locked. I told the boys here, I said, anybody else having an issue with this? And then I log in on the website. And once I logged on the website, everything unlocked on my apps. Go figure that logic out. So I watched it on my computer because I already logged in. I was like, I watched it on my PC. Yeah. But I was like, what the hell is that logic? I couldn't figure out why one did the other, but whatever. All right, main event, boys. Keeping a decent little time. Jeff Jarrett versus Dusty Rhodes in a strap match. Jimmy Hart brings out the fans. I love that they would not whip Dusty. I love that. When Dusty got knocked out, Jay, they wouldn't touch him.
Yeah.
But they would whip the shit out of Jarrett. A couple of ballsy fans here, though. Like they were just like, hey, goddamn, fuck you after what you did to Scott Hall. Yes, Razor Ramon, you son of a bitch. And they're all like, why'd you lie down, Jeff? Why? Just pissed off at all years of frustration on Jeff Jarrett. Yeah, goddamn, treating the road dog like shit, back in WWF, like just fucking pissed off. There was that one dude with a mustache who was just like, I think he must have been Jarrett's a legitimate son or something. He was taking out daddy issues worth of straps to this guy. I don't know what the hell was going on there. But here's the problem, guys. The match became a mess. Total mess. Watts comes in, Callis, red shirts, AJ. Everybody just smozzes the whole thing.
Well, yeah.
We did a 6-man, Adam. We did a 6-man. They won the tag belts. We talked about it.
Dusty gets a pop, but he really doesn't do much in this match.
Nobody did it.
Wait. Do we cover the backstage segment right before this match to confirm Raven and the Gathering one night only?
We missed it.
I'm sorry. No,
we missed a ding.
I didn't even have that written down. Was there a segment before this?
Yeah, it was Hudson with Raven and the Gathering, and he's like, one night only, the Gathering's together again.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
and then it's like,
they
you
just
won't want, there'll be no rematch. It was very Apollo Creed. There'll be no rematch.
Punk is more excited than a virgin on prom night. My God. I mean, he is just smiles for miles. It's like, he's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, we did it. We did it. We got it back together.
Yeah. Are you saying CM Punk was given the
extra virgin olive oil?
Oh, yeah.
I missed that. I didn't write that down. I must have been looking at something else.
He was
looking at that 2004 calendar.
Yeah, it was 2003 calendar. That's great.
Well, no, it had to be a 2004 calendar because it's November.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, for next year. Yeah. Either way, man. I had traced. It was March all year long. That's all I gotta say.
Was she March? Is that your memory?
I don't remember that. I'm just guessing. You can roll with me on that one. I guess I don't know. But going back to this match. Total mess. But as I think Cody's saying in the chat here, I think it was a go home for AJ and Jeff. You didn't think it was going to be much, but it turned to a mess fast, like real fast. Like we didn't really get much of a match out of any of this, and that was it. And it was DQ finish. They went off the air. AJ Jarrett next week, and that's the end of it. Thanks. Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah, because Callis runs out there, Watts is out there, the red shirts, Styles is last out there. It's it's a hot mess, but it's just whatever. It's fun.
Was that the calendar?
I think it was actually. Yeah, I think that's it. That is it. That's the one.
Oof.
That's the one, and that's my favorite cage dancer. Well, I forgot her name. Mark knows her name. You found it, huh?
She was on this episode.
Not available, but there's some history of it.
Oh, look at there. That's Trent. It. Now that is taking me back. I remember that photo.
She was August.
Who was October? That's my birthday one.
Settle down.
Hold on. Well, I can't confirm, but there was the.
That's all. Yeah, that's it, dude. That's it. Absolutely it.
October was probably.
Oh man, this is taking me back.
It's been a bangorama.
We got
probably this bottom corner.
Oof.
Yeah. Is that Lollipop? One of the
I don't know. It's a lot of rear.
Who was May? Who was May? You know, Bill, toss that into the Discord.
Oh, January was Goldie.
Look at that. Look at her looking gorgeous. My God. May's a TNA calendar.
Oh wait, their Lollipop was February.
There we go. Look at that, huh? Love it.
March.
They want to know March. March is
Allison?
Who is Allison? Cage dancer? Yeah, she's pretty too.
Yeah.
We're going through the phase of TNA. Yeah, look at this. Who we got for April? April
was April.
April was April.
That wouldn't have made any sense if you didn't do it.
They didn't have many girls. It was all the cage dancers.
There's
that Trinity. Oh man, that's Trinity.
Mm-hmm. Short
Lollipop.
Lollipop again. Yep. Let's go through the rest of it. What the hell? We'll go through all of it here. What else we got?
Oh, we got a double in July. That's my month.
Oh man, you got the great one. That's from that photo shoot that Goldie told us about. That photo shoot. That's the one she told us about. Good shit.
I think it ended in July, my images. I don't think I had beyond July.
Man.
Sadly.
Somebody go find that.
They go to the double feature, and that's it.
Good stuff, man. That was it, though. I seen those pictures again. Holy shit, that brought me back. I think I ordered, but I'll tell you what, I ordered the 3 DVD set, which I still have to this day, the ones that Don's plugging. I had that. I got the calendar. I got the DVDs early, so I've done a couple hours. And I remember I have the original shirt, the original. What do you call that logo? Kind of the arm. It's got the big sharp ends logo, which is what they're using at this point on the stage and everything. I have that look, the pointy logo. I have that T-shirt still to this day. Still going. So that's what I ordered there. I know that. I didn't have much merch. I didn't get the D'Lo bobblehead like Bill, guys. He came out like a bandit on that one. But that is episode number 72, everybody. That's the end of that. So good stuff. They're pretty much wrapping they're almost distracting you from any of the Hogan stuff because it's all AJ and JJ now at this point. That's it. No more Hogan match.
I still cracks me up that they did we're going to do a 10 count, then cut it off at 4.
I love it. But one of the highlights of the show. All right, turn that off. That's enough. That's just total nonstop.
That's enough of that. We got shit to do.
Well, it would be like us. It'd be like, okay, and here's Hulk Hogan for everybody that wants Hulk.
What's going on between you and my daughter?
Brother.
I should have left the brother in there. I should have left the brother. My daughter, brother. Oh, shit. But good stuff, everybody. Well, that's it. Let's get our post. Don't forget, everybody, if you are watching YouTube, Twitch, hit a sub, hit a like, follow, whatever you need to do. Get all that in there and give the video a like as well. Don't forget, our show schedules every week are as follows. We have Time Machine Tuesday, which is Tuesdays, throwback, NWA-TNA, usually at 10 Central, 11 Eastern. Today we bumped an hour, so we had to adjust for something, but usually that's the timing. Wednesday, TNI UK. They are on at 1 Eastern, noon Central US, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. in the UK. Also, we have what else? Oh man, I am totally. I don't know what the hell I spaced out right there. So they'll be live tomorrow. They'll be previewing Against All Odds and the Go Home show, guys. Thursdays is the flagship day, everybody. Thursday is flagship show day. Twitch watch along. Bill and J-Bone. Truck's been joining. Twitch watch along. Impact and Access TV. Join in there. Join the conversation. Immediately following the show, we go live, post-show review, talking all sorts of stuff. Last week we had David Penzer on, dropped some huge news. You know, big. The news broke on our show. That's some stuff that he was doing the next day. So you never know who's going to show up. Last minute stuff. Check it out. Don't forget to share the links around. Get everybody you know on it. Let them know what you're watching for your post-show needs. Total Nonstop Impact's got you covered. And but let's get our plugs in here. Then I'll do the rest of our plug. All right, what do we got here? Bill, where can people follow you?
They can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram at my name, William M. Gardner, GARDNER. And today was a busy day. A lot of people we were going over some news going on in the world of wrestling today. And I know a lot of people were chiming in. So, yeah, definitely. Who knows? Depending on the day, there might be some news dropping.
There you go, guys. But yeah, Bill's online. You know, you can engage with him on throughout the day. He's definitely willing to like and retweet and comment on some stuff. Get him on Twitter. J-Bone, you got all sorts of shit going on. Let's hear about it.
So you can find me over at other little podcast called Smash This Podcast. Got a whole list of stuff that I'm trying to catch up on, and I'm failing miserably at it. But later this week, somewhere between Thursday and Friday, we will do some predictions for Against All Odds, because Thursday is the go home show, if you will, for the weekend. And that show's on what, Saturday?
Yes.
Saturday. So yeah, we'll get the predictions in sometime between Thursday and Friday. Probably Friday during the day, because I'll be covering AEW stuff later that night. So Friday is going to be a rough one. But
well, we know where the priorities are. Come on, J-Bone.
Yeah, J-Bone. We know what you're doing Fridays nowadays.
Yeah, well, it's if it's not on Wednesdays, I got to do something. So
you're cheating on it.
What's going on between you and my daughter?
I had to use it again. It's like cheating, accusatory someone. I don't know.
I love Lasser wrestling, So yeah, you can find Smash This Podcast. You can catch it on Twitch and YouTube, and also on audio on Anchor.fm. So.
Very nice, guys. You can get this show on all audio platforms: Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon. Rate, review, and subscribe. Check that out. Your Alexa will even play us. You can say, Alexa, I do it right now. Watch this. I have my Fire Stick right here. I'm going to do this right now. Ready? All right, hold on. Here we go. Alexa, play Total Nonstop Action. Oh, fuck. I fucked it up. Wait. Alexa, play Total Nonstop Impact. There we go. Totally fucked that up. There we go. Wait a minute. Hey, she's playing. Look at that. She found us. Beautiful. All right. Beautiful. I don't know whether to say congratulations or I'm sorry. She found it. But nice. It works. Get your Fire Stick and go. And check us out on the go. Twitch.tv/Total Nonstop Impact. YouTube.com/Total Nonstop Impact. Guys, follow along. Be sure to connect with us there. All social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, @We Talk Impact. Patreon. patreon.com/WeTalkImpact. Go check it out. Sign up for Patreon, guys. First of the month is the Patreon loop. If you sign up with the first, you get the full month. That's how their billing cycles work. So try to sign up early in the month. But when you sign up, I think you get access to everything. I believe you get access to the entire catalog. If you missed week 1, you can still sign up and go get week 1's content. It's on the Patreon for you. So go ahead and get that. Twitch, ProWrestlingTees.com/TallNotstopImpact. Pick up a t-shirt, bunch of stuff up there as well. And I think that's it, boys. Anything else? We good?
Hop on the Discord.
Discord. Yeah, Discord's hopping. Discord is hopping. Mark, that's Mark's domain. Mark is the Discord guy. Mark is doing his thing. I just jump in every now and then. I don't know much about it. I don't know. I still can't understand it. I'm the whose uncle is this soundbite on the Discord. But apparently it's great. So hop in. You guys are all killing on. When I pop in, these guys are killing it. Trucks doing watch-alongs. There's a tree house. There's Impact Chat. There's Throwback.
Okay, Boomer.
There's all sorts of shit going on. Jump in the Discord. The link is in the description below. Anything else? We good? Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us late. We appreciate it again. Tomorrow afternoon, TNI UK, Bison, Joe, and Steve will be on, and just connect with them, encourage them, let them know you like what they're doing, and see what they got to say about Against All Odds. So, guys, thank you. Have a great night. Stay safe, and we will talk to you on Thursday for the Twitch Impact and Access TV watch along and post show. Have a good night, everybody.